Welcome back to Simbright Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to sew this gathered dress you are seeing right there on the thumbnail. So it's actually gathered, and I'll be teaching you the tips and tricks to achieving these gathers, as you can see. So this gown really have a band and it's a flared dress on the down part. So if this is what you want to learn, I will encourage you to stay to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. So here is my pattern and here is the shoulder line. So this is the front pattern and this is your back pattern. So here is the waistline and this is the waistline. So now the first thing you are going to do, this is the zipper line. So the first thing you are going to do now is to find your bust span, nipple to nipple measurement. So my nipple to nipple measurement, this is where it is. I'll add 1 inch. So add 1 inch to your nipple to nipple measurement and then connect from that 1 inch. Connect it straight to the shoulder line. Pick what you have from here to here. Come at the back after you have contoured your zipper line. Connect it from the zipper line and then connect it to the shoulder. So that is all you need. There's no dart for this dress. There's no dart. So I'm going to cut out what I have here. So to cut out, I'll just go this way. My neckline, use your desired neckline. You can do 3 by 3, you can do 4 by 4. So here I'm going to cut it on fold on my fabric. Here is going to be on fold. Then I'll come over to the back. I'm also going to cut the back with the neckline and the zipper. So here will be the zipper line of 1 inch. So now I'm going to cut out these 2 patterns that we have. That is what we are going to use for this dress. So before that, put these 2 shoulders together and take the measurements from here. So you put your pattern together and take the measurement from here to here. So here I have 16. I have 16 inches. So for you, you can have something bigger than this. Multiply by 3 for the pleating. That is what we'll use for the pleating. So multiply by 3 is going to give us about, so it's 48 inches. So I'm going to measure my strip at 48 inches now. Pattern. So here is the front pattern, which is on fold, and I added all my seam allowances. So this part is on fold, and for this is my zipper, and I've added 0.5 inch all around. So the next thing I will do is to take off my patterns. I'll take off my patterns. So make sure you also cut your lining. I'm only cutting for the fabric. So I'll go over and sew the shoulders like this. Okay. So I'm done joining the shoulder seam lines, as you can see. So here is the zipper line and here is the neckline. So this is the part that we measured on our pattern. So you can decide to also take the measurements again from here to here. So here I have 16 inches, which I multiply by 3. So here is my strip, and this strip measures from beginning to end is 48 inches. So yours will be bigger than this. So the length is the length of the sleeve, your sleeve length from shoulder to the wrist. So I'm going to go over now. I'll start from this point and I'm going to pleat it in. I'll pleat in. After gathering it, this is what I have after I've pleated it. Okay, so you can see what I have now. Gathered from beginning to the end, and I also did the same on the other side. So here is the neckline, as you can see, and my zipper line. So the next you do is to pick up this and match it up together like this. So when you match it up together like this, from the down part, just make sure you get the shoulder line of the sleeve. So here is my shoulder line of the sleeve. So I'm going to take the measurement of my cuff here. So here I have 9 inches. So but for this particular doll, I'm using 4 inches. So I've cut out my cuff already, and it measures from here to here. There are 2 of them, 5 inches, 5 inches. So each is for 1 sleeve. So I measured 9 inches. So because I'm going to gather, I'll multiply it again by 3, which will give me 27 inches. So I will now, this 27 inches, I'm going to measure it. Now I'm going to take the measurement from here. I'll measure that 27 inches. But for my doll, it's going to be somewhere here. Okay, at 12 inches. So you are going to place it together like this. Place it together, and then we are going to shaping that part. So I'm going to, from that point, I'm going to taper it like this to the waistline. I'll taper it like that to the waistline. So from the waistline, I'll just go ahead and cut it this way. So I'm going to stitch, I'm going to spread it now. I'll go over to the machine and I'm going to gather it into my cuff. So my cuff, here is my cuff. My cuff measures 5 inches because I added 1 inch for my seam allowance, and the width measures 4 inches. So I'll pick up my cuff like this. I'm going to stitch it close. So I'm going to stitch 1/2 inch like this. I'll repeat the same thing, 1/2 inch like this. So this is my cuff. So I'm done stitching it now. So you just go ahead and fold it into 2. So we are folding it into 2 like this, as you can see. Okay, I'll do the same, fold it into 2 as well. So the cuff is ready right now. So I'll bring back my dress. I'm going to gather it first. I'll gather from this point to the end. So after gathering, I'm going to bring the gathers together. Okay, so when you gather it together, it forms the sleeve for you. So I will just go ahead, I gathered it to the width or the circumference of this cuff. So I will now put it together like this, and I'm going to sew it to the end. So this is what I have on my stitches. I stitched from that part to the shoulder. So next is to turn it around. So when you turn it around, we are going to put the cuff. We are going to sew the cuff. So I'll turn it around again, so we'll be able to sew the cuff. So to sew the cuff, just bring the cuff, the seam line of the cuff, and match it to the seam line. Okay, insert it in, secure them with your pins, and then I'm going to sew. I'll start here now and sew round it. So after sewing the cuff, I will turn it to the right side. So you can see what we have on the right side on the cuff. So although this is actually a very small dress, so here is the waist line. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing I did now for this part. I'm going to repeat it here now. So here the dress is ready, as you can see. So we've attached everything now. So the next is to sew the band. So for the band, I'll just go ahead and cut out my band. So I'll just use this as my band. So your band width should be 2.5 inches. So by the time you sew half an inch, you will have 2 inches. So I'll just go ahead and attach the band. So I'm going to sew the band this way from here to the end. So you can see my band, I've attached it. So you can now take the measurement of your flay, after which this dress is ready. Then you attach your zipper. So I believe this class was helpful to you. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you once again. See you in the next class. Bye.